Hey folks, welcome to the show. I'm your host Sandman. Today we're going to be reviewing the Ivanko Super Gripper. Let's get into it. So I've never reviewed an piece of exercise equipment before, and this is not going to be an exercise channel at all, but I am getting into grip strength training, and I thought this was worth reviewing because these have been discontinued and there's only one or two suppliers left in all of the world that actually have these still in stock. I spent days online trying to find these, and I wanted to reveal to you where I found these still in stock. I contacted Ivanko. They said that this has been discontinued until they can find a better foundry or manufacturer that can provide these with the quality and expectations that they would expect. But until then, you're only gonna find knockoffs of these on Amazon and AliExpress. And I don't have experience with those. I wanted the real thing. I got into grip training recently to help me combat some of my current ongoing health issues. And I'm interested to see if any of this grip training may translate into lock picking. I doubt it. You don't need to have a strong grip to pick locks, but fatigue is a real thing. I do talk to a lot of people on a regular basis that say, man, my hands get tired after 10 or 20 or 30 minutes. And I recently held a locksport lock picking competition sometime back in June here in Austin, Texas. And it was like an hour and 20 minutes or an hour and 30 minutes long, and people were exhausted by the end of it. I think I asked them to do a little bit too much. So who knows, maybe grip strength should be a part of locksport. I guess we'll find out over the coming months. I've been reading a lot of books on grip strength. I've got The Mastery of Hand Strength by John Brookfield. I've got The Captains of Crush, and I've got the Grappler's Guide to Grip Training by Daniel Strauss. All wonderful books. And everybody has been saying your next piece of grip item, whatever it is that you have, the next one you should buy should be the Ivanko Super Gripper. And because it has over 40 different adjustable positions, this was like one of the first original, adjustable grippers. And when I saw this featured in several of my books and every single online forum that this is something that I should get, I had to get it. But it's so weird getting into this grip sport. There's so many websites that have been discontinued, so many products that have been discontinued, so many product lines, and there's a lot of people that helped start grip sport and grip strength training they're passing away. They're getting elderly, they're getting older in their age, and I want to try to learn as much as I can while I'm around to do it. So the Super Gripper, originally made by Ivanko, although many other companies have copied it, is a hand gripper using movable springs to vary resistance. It is able to adjust from extremely light to extremely heavy. The downside of this design is that you are unable to set the gripper in the hand in the standard style shown in this book. And whilst you are able to hold isometrically, you are unable to utilize a feedback technique such as a silver bullet. So a silver bullet would be the ability to pinch something in here and do an isometric hold. And even if you just loosen up by just a fraction of a millimeter, you're going to drop that silver bullet. You're going to drop that item. So you can still do isometric holds with this. You're just not going to be able to do things like that. So adjusting this guy is kind of tricky. I tried to do an out-of-the-box opening, and it took me a while to figure out how to adjust these things. You have to essentially twist these and move them, and it's not easy at all. And I can't really bring this thing closer, and I can't really stretch the string to move it over. It's not super realistic or ideal, but I can take my thumb and I can force it against this spring here, and I can force it over just like that, no problem. And I can just keep doing that all the way up and all the way down. It kind of twists it that way. The instructions recommend that you twist it, but there comes a point that you lose the ability to get your hand in here to do that. And it's just not the most practical to twist. I'm twisting and it's not moving. So, for now, until I can figure out how to do that, I'm gonna be using my thumb and assisting it in that direction, just like that. Obviously this is just for crushing strength, and it has 40 different positions. And the instructions here state that it goes from 8 pounds to 125 pounds. I would assume that the 8 pounds is one of these springs. I cannot figure out how to remove the other spring. I have no idea how to take these things off. It does show this with just one spring, then it shows with 2 springs. I can't imagine 2 of these springs being 8 pounds because this feels more like 20 to 30 pounds with these 2 guys right here, maybe heavier. But I love that it goes up to 125 pounds. The extent of my grip right now is about 124 pounds. So this is stronger, or as strong as my current grip with these two springs. I know that Ivanko used to sell springs separately, different colors and different strengths. Also, so this green one goes back to 2008. Thank you, Dr. Grip, for giving me that information. So the green one goes back to 2008. So about 20 years we've had this green one. But there was a blue version of it that goes back even further. However, I don't know when that went back. And it looks like the Ivanko Barbell Company is based out of San Pedro, California. At least this particular location is. It's funny because I don't know anything about Ivanko. I don't know anything else about Grip Sport, but I do know that this is my newest addition to my collection. It's completely discontinued, but I will provide a link in the description down below to the Total Fitness USA, which is the dealer for this. And they said they had 12 of these left in stock. Now, these were $40 and they're being shipped from Hawaii. For me to Central Texas was $17. Came out to less than 60 bucks. But if I were to try to purchase these from any other dealer, if they were still available, then they would have been $60 before taxes and shipping. So this is still a really good deal today, even though they're discontinued. They're still available from one dealer, and they were available from another dealer in Canada, but I didn't call them and ask them how many they still had on hand. And I didn't try to figure out, you know, the conversion and the price and the shipping, because shipping from Canada sucks. But the shipping from Hawaii wasn't that bad. $17, yeah, it's 50% of the overall cost of the gripper, but this normally retails for $60 USD. So I was very happy to get it. I'm super excited to slowly start adding this into my training as I figure out what to do with this over time. I can work on my isometric and my dynamic and all that stuff. I think this is cool. And man, let's go ahead and play with this thing and see how hard I can get this thing. I bet I'll get it to where I can't squeeze it. I gotta figure out how to work these springs. That's what I need to do. It's really hard to do this. I have a camera in front of me. There's 2 feet of space between me and this guy and the camera, and I have a stand. So it's really hard to do anything. Can you guys imagine me trying to lockpick? Some people are like, Sandman sucks at lockpicking. Yeah, well, I've got so much crap in front of me here, and it's not easy to do. So I'm doing my best. Hold on, let me get this thing adjusted. So I'm gonna be working with somebody. I don't wanna give out their name yet because they may not want to be exposed for training me, but somebody's going to train me. Someone super amazing is going to be training me with my grip, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm a big fan of just doing what somebody tells me to do when I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm looking forward to somebody that knows way more than me in this, and just trying to get better. So here we go. There we go. I know you're supposed to twist it. I get it, but I can't twist it. Here we go. Whoa! Yeah, that is super strong, man. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got to go down 1. Make it parallel, I guess. There we go. Super strong springs. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good workout for me. That feels like, I don't know, maybe somewhere between 50 and 80 pounds. That's crazy. This is cool. Very cool. There's not much else to say about this, guys. I mean, it's a... It's a freaking gripper, okay? But I wanted to put this on video because it's completely discontinued. You can't find it anywhere except from the one distributor that I purchased it from. And if you guys are interested in getting one of these, or maybe if some of my grip videos are attracting people that are within Grip Sport, maybe they might want to get one of these while these supplies still last. So it does look like it is manufactured in Taiwan, and they ship it to Hawaii, and they will ship it anywhere else in the world directly to you. Now, the purchasing from Total Fitness USA was a little unusual in the fact that I couldn't just complete my order from the shopping cart. I had to message them and say, hey, this is coming to Central Texas. I gave them my billing address or shipping address, and they were able to send me a quote of shipping, and I just agreed with the quote, and we were able to move through with the order. So there was a little bit of playing with that, and that's just because it's coming from Hawaii, I guess, and they couldn't figure out the shipping until they had the quantity on hand, or the contents. So that's all I have for today, folks. Just a super quick review on this Ivanko gripper. It feels real solid. I don't have the Chinese versions that are on Amazon. I don't know how much better those are going to be or how much worse. I don't see them being super complicated, that they can't be copied, and that you couldn't save money to purchase something else. But if you want something that's good quality, then I would go with the original manufacturer, which is going to be, you know, whoever made this at a foundry sold this to Ivanko, and Ivanko distributed it to their standards. And to their credit, they discontinued the product because the current foundry was no longer making quality products. In fact, you can go on Ivanko's website and you can buy, they're called misfits, like misfit grippers or whatever. And so they're basically like factory seconds. So whatever was coming out of the factory in Taiwan that Ivanko didn't like, they discontinued everything. And then they said, we're not going to sell these at full price. We're going to sell these at a discount. We're going to warn people that you're just going to buy what you get what you get. So that's super cool that they did that. And that means that I have something that's worth value, and it's worth collecting, and it's of high quality. So that's all I have for today, folks. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you like me talking about grip? Is this a waste of your time? I figure you guys don't watch all my videos anyways, because I put out 2 to 3 videos every single week. Maybe you just kind of gloss over this video and move on to finding something that actually does pique your interest in the future. I used to watch a lot of Bosnian Bill videos. Bosnian Bill made over 2,000 videos across 10 years. And while I've probably seen hundreds and hundreds of his videos, and I followed him for those 10 years, I never watched all of his videos. I always just waited sometimes till he had a video that interested me, or he had a video in the past that I would look up and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to learn from this. And maybe that's what this can do for some of you. If this type of content doesn't intrigue you, I apologize, but I hope it does intrigue somebody, because it definitely gets me excited. It gets my blood boiling. That's all I have for today, folks. Let me know in the comments down below if you like the grip stuff. Do you have experience with grip stuff? Do any of you plan on checking the link out and purchasing one of these while they are still around? Man, if I had $1,000, I would purchase the last 12, and then I would put them up on eBay and I would sell them for double, because they will sell among people that want to collect these. They absolutely will. I just think it's going to be a slow sell, because there's only a few people that are into buying the original products, the name brand products with the high quality and everything like that. Then they are, you know, people are probably just, I'll just buy the knockoff version from Amazon. And I don't blame you for doing that. You know, things are expensive now in this economy. So maybe someday I'll get one of those Chinese ones and I'll be able to try to do a review and do a comparison. That's all I have for today, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.